Los Angeles, 1985. The city, known for its glitz and glamour, was now cloaked in an unsettling darkness. A veil of darkness shrouded the city, casting long, ominous shadows over its streets and alleys. Fear permeated the warm summer nights, turning the once vibrant evenings into a time of dread and uncertainty. People were afraid to sleep, their minds haunted by the thought of an unseen predator lurking in the night. A killer lurked in the shadows, a sinister presence that seemed to be everywhere and nowhere at once. His name was Richard Ramírez, a name that would soon be etched into the city's collective memory. He became known as the Night Stalker. Ramírez's crimes were savage, leaving a trail of terror in his wake. His motives were unknown, adding to the fear. Panic gripped the city, spreading like wildfire. Nobody was safe. Men, women, children, all fell victim to the Night Stalker. His brutality knew no bounds, and his reach seemed limitless. The city held its breath, each night bringing a new wave of anxiety and fear. People waited for the next attack, their lives overshadowed by the constant threat of violence. The news offered little comfort. The killer seemed unstoppable, a phantom that eluded capture. The City of Angels had become a city of nightmares. Richard Ramírez was born in El Paso, Texas in 1960. His childhood was troubled. Violence and trauma plagued his early years. He witnessed horrific acts. His family life offered little solace. Ramírez became withdrawn. He drifted towards the fringes of society. He developed a fascination with death. Satanic imagery drew him in. His behavior grew increasingly erratic. As a teenager, Ramírez moved to California. He fell into a life of petty crime. Drugs fueled his rage. His interest in Satanism deepened. He sought solace in the darkness. His crimes escalated. He became increasingly violent. The line between reality and delusion blurred. Ramírez was transforming. He was becoming a monster. Reign of Terror. The Night Stalker's gruesome deeds. His name sent chills down the spines of many. The Night Stalker's reign of terror began in 1984. It was a time when fear lurked in every shadow. His crimes were shocking in their brutality, each scene more horrifying than the last. He broke into homes in the dead of night, slipping through the darkness like a phantom. His victims were often asleep when he attacked. Shootings, stabbings, sexual assault. Ramírez showed no mercy. The terror was relentless. He terrorized his victims before taking their lives. The fear in their eyes was palpable. He left behind cryptic symbols, adding a layer of mystery to his gruesome acts. The city was gripped by fear. No one felt safe, and the streets were empty at night. The Night Stalker had cast a dark shadow over the city. The walls close in, the hunt for Richard Ramírez. The LAPD were under immense pressure. The Night Stalker had to be stopped. A massive manhunt was underway. Investigators followed every lead. The city held its breath. Forensic evidence began to mount. Witnesses came forward. A composite sketch of the suspect was released. The net was closing in. Ramírez was running out of time. Captured by the people he terrorized. August 1985. Ramírez's luck ran out. He was spotted by a group of citizens. They recognized him from the news reports. A chase ensued. Ramírez was finally apprehended. The city erupted in relief. The Night Stalker was caught. His reign of terror was over. Ramírez's trial was a media sensation. He reveled in the attention. He was found guilty. A Legacy of Fear. Reflections on a Reign of Terror. This chapter delves into the haunting legacy left behind by one of the most notorious criminals in history. Richard Ramírez, infamously known as the Night Stalker, died in prison in 2013. His death marked the end of a terrifying chapter, but the echoes of his crimes still resonate. His heinous acts left an indelible mark on Los Angeles, a city that was gripped by fear during his reign of terror. The city remembers the fear, the sleepless nights, and the constant anxiety that plagued its residents. The victims are not forgotten. Their stories and the pain they endured continue to be a somber reminder of the fragility of safety. The Night Stalker's story is a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk within seemingly ordinary people. It forces us to confront the unsettling reality that evil can exist in the most unexpected places. What are your thoughts on the case? How do you think such a reign of terror could have been prevented, and what lessons can we learn from it? Share your reflections in the comments below. Your insights and thoughts are valuable as we continue to understand and process the impact of such chilling events.